Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Lucy. Can
Yeah,
you
I
hear
can
me?
hear you.
So I can see your question. Let me wait a second. I should read your question first of all. So which of the following describes the law of segregation? So okay, all right. Do you have any idea what is the law of segregation, or I should explain you?
Yeah, I know about the dominant trait and the recessive trait. That's what I know about it.
Hmm?
I know about the dominant trait and the recessive trait. That's what I think I know about it. Can you hear me?
Yes. So I can hear you. So basically, segregation means this separation, right? If
Mm-hmm.
we know that uh, segregation is nothing but it is the these genes or alleles are getting separated.
Mm-hmm.
Segregation has a literal meaning of getting separated, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we have this law of segregation. So law of segregation basically says that when there is a gamete formation, what happens during the gamete formation, that we know that these gametes are haploid, they're not diploid, right? They
Mm-hmm.
contain only the half set of these alleles, right?
Mm-hmm.
They contain only the half set of these alleles. If, like, let's take a example of a human sperm, right? Human sperm and human ova. So human sperm has just 23 genes, right? It has a half of 40 there, because it's an a haploid
Mm-hmm.
cell, right? Haploid cell content. So how this happens? It happens because these genes are getting separated, right?
Yeah.
So how they are getting separated? They follow this law of segregation. Now let's read the statement and see what does law of segregation mean. So the first is, it states that allele pair segregate during the gametogenesis and reunite randomly during the fertilization process, right? So first of all, first option, it seems pretty good. It seems correct to me. Second option is, it says that the segregation of dominant trait is the phenotype. No, it doesn't say this. There is a law for that, separate law for that. That is called the law of dominance, right? You are aware of law of dominance?
Yeah. It's like the
Yeah. So this dominant
main.
trait is always uh, dominant trait is always express itself over the recessive trait, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now the third is, it states that hereditary factors segregate independently of one another during the gametogenesis. This seems also correct to me. And it states that all the genetic factors are present in DNA. No, it is not. So the most correct option is the third option, because if you'll see, what is wrong in the first statement, uh, it's the wrong statement is the second statement in the first option. If you see that the second statement there is that it reunites during that. No, it doesn't say law of segregation. Don't say it reunites. Law of segregation says
Separate.
that these alleles or these factors
Mm-hmm.
separate independently, without other alleles don't affect to these other alleles. So the option number third is absolutely correct option.
Okay.
Did you get my answer? You have any doubt?
Because you just said it like it doesn't reunite. Like it's segregation is mainly about separation.
Yeah,
So I think
yeah,
the C is the right one.
yeah. C is the right one. The if there is another law that's known as the law of independent assortment. So when basically fertilization occurs, so during the fertilization,
Mm-hmm.
we have these male and female gametes. They are getting fused together. The haploid cells are becoming diploid, and what happens there is that these they are getting independently assorted with each other. It is a statement from that law. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
Do you have any doubt?
Um. I don't really know I don't really understand it, but I think it makes sense because like you just said, it separates. It doesn't
Okay.
reunite.
O- okay. But let me state out. Let me write this thing here. So that you get it. So what does law of segregation says? Let me write down.
Okay, let me write it down.
Let me write the law of segregation here. Right. I'll write it down for you so that you can understand what does law of segregation mean. So law of segregation says that these the diploid the diploid cells get divided, and these alleles separate from each other, right? We know that these genes, each gene has two alleles. These genes get separated from each other independently. Okay, independently, randomly. This is very important. Independently and randomly. So this is what law of segregation says. That is it. Nothing more than this.
Mm-hmm.
I try to simplify it as much
Yeah,
as I
I
can.
understand it.
Uh, did you now get it?
I did get it. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So, do you have any other doubt? You can send me in the chat box, or I can solve it here.
Oh, nothing. That's it for now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Lucy. Thank you. You can, if you have a doubt, you can join us on the floor again. Thank you.
Thank you.